Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day for me today, but if you're watching this on Thursday, happy Thursday, or happy whatever day you're watching this. I decided to do a little day in my life vlog. I thought that'd be really fun. So I'm just gonna tell you guys what's on the agenda today. I have it in my Notion, just give me a second. So one thing I plan on doing in this video is definitely giving you guys some reading updates, because I have a lot of reading things that have changed, and I don't know, it's a lot. I have a lot to go into for reading updates. I have a small book haul for you guys, which I'm about to do in just a second, and then we're gonna organize and decorate my bookshelf, and we're just gonna do a little reading. I don't have a lot planned. I don't have that much to do, so. Oh, I need to also make some TikToks because I haven't posted on there in such a long time. So we're gonna get that started. First though, we're gonna open the book of the month package. I am so excited. I don't remember what book I got. This package took so long to come. I don't even remember what book that I picked out for this month. So it's gonna be a surprise for me and you. Oh my God, I forgot I did indeed pick this out. Heartless Hunter. This is Heartless Hunter by Kirsten. I do not know how to say that last name. This is basically a fantasy. It's a witch and witch hunter, enemies to lovers, romantasy, if you will. And I'm so excited. This is actually book one, so apparently there's going to be either a second book or there already is a second book, and I just don't know. Oh no, this is the first book. This is the first book of this. Well, obviously it's the first book. It says book one, but this is the first book that's come out. So I'm assuming it's a new release, and I'm excited to read this. Oh, I see this right here. This little quote. This is exactly why I chose it. Her deadliest enemy or her greatest love. Yes, ma'am. Yes, definitely. And I love book of the month bookmarks. Oh my God. You guys don't understand. These are like my favorite thing ever. This one's so cute. It says, was it something I read? That's so cute. I know it's backwards for you guys. You guys will be fine. Oh my God. Okay. And then I have a small little book haul. So I went to Barnes to get 2 new releases. Well, I actually went to get 1, but then I saw another new release and I was like, let me just pick it up. And then I ended up going to Target the next day. Well, actually, no, not the next day, the same day. And they had buy one, get one half off on books. So of course I did that. So I went to Barnes originally to get If Only I Had Told Her, because I loved If You Had Been With Me. It was really sad. It was like gut-wrenching. But I had to get it. Apparently there's 3 point of views in here. There's Finny, Autumn, and Jax, who I don't remember who Jack is. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't know if they ever talked about Jack before, but I'm really excited to read this. And then I picked up Bride by Ali Hazelwood because everyone has been talking about this, and I thought it was a fantasy. It's not. It's actually a paranormal romance of an alpha werewolf and a vampire. And then from Target, I got Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. Everyone talks about Liz and Wes, and I just have so much FOMO right now. So I'm definitely gonna be reading this soon. And I'm really excited to read Lynn Painter's books because everyone's always like, her writing's so good, like you can literally binge it. So I hope that's true. And then I've been trying to get this book. Every time I go to Barnes, I forget about it. So when I saw it at Target and they had buy one, get one half off, I was like, this is so perfect because I'm leaving with this book. It's The Fury by Alex Michaelis. I believe that's how you say his last name. I read The Silent Patient the beginning of last year, like around this time. Actually, I was reading around this time, like right now. That's so crazy to think about. But I absolutely loved it. I loved his writing. I think I started it one day and I finished it the next, and I literally stayed up until I finished that book. It was so good. I really wasn't expecting the ending, but it started clicking like as soon as I got to the end. I loved it. I loved his writing. So I am so, so, so excited to read this. And yeah, it's my little book haul. I think I'm gonna make some TikToks right now while the light is still out and good. And then I will come back to you guys and maybe we'll do the bookshelf. Okay guys, so we are getting ready to do my bookshelf because her just being like this and all of my books being over there is driving me insane. I don't like this. I need my books back on my shelf. But I just don't know how I'm gonna be organizing it because I have a lot of books and I don't know how I want them on the shelves yet. So I'm kind of just gonna, we're gonna play around with it. I'll show you guys really quickly like the whole bookshelf setup because there's a lot. It's a lot going on. Okay, so these are both of my bookshelves. This is my big bookshelf. And then we have the smaller one over here as well. They're both Billy bookshelves from IKEA. And this one is where all my books are just gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one just yet. The top of this holds like my planner, my reading journal, my TBR jar, and like there's like a whole bunch of like annotating things in here and bookmarks, and then some angels. And then there's like bookmarks back here. This is all bookmarks, and a screen protector for my Kindle. And then this is just holding like what I use for my TikToks. I don't know what's gonna do. I was gonna do like a TBR shelf over here, but I have a lot of physical TBR books that literally nothing will be on here and they'll all be here. So I don't know what I'm doing just yet, but we're gonna figure it out together and hopefully we can come up with something good. I'm just gonna move all this stuff off the bookshelf. Like everything's gonna just get moved onto my desk. And then after, we're gonna have to sort through my books because they're kind of just over here and they're not in any particular order. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so these are all of my books. We need to separate them. Right now, it's literally just like hardbacks and then like paperbacks. But I will say there's also some paperbacks over here, but they're just like poetry books. So we're gonna sort these out, and then we're just gonna sort it out by genre right now. And then we'll see. I honestly really don't know how I'm gonna put my books on my shelves. I probably should have got some inspo, but we're here now, so I can't really do much about that. So this is the fantasy pile, and then this is all romance, and then this is mystery and thriller. And then I have poetry books, and then these are just like The Secret History, The Little Life, Normal People. I don't know what category of books that I would put that in, so they're just there. And I just have to figure out how I'm gonna put it on the shelves. So we're gonna figure that out now. I'm just gonna start putting books on the shelves, and we're gonna see how it turns out from there. Cause I don't know. Okay, so I just finished organizing my bookshelf and decorating it. I'm gonna give you guys a tour in just a second. I do want to say I don't like the way that some of the shelves are, mainly like my two romance shelves. They're not my favorite, and neither is my second fantasy shelf. Once I get more books, I feel like then like when I add more into it, they'll look better and I'll have like a better way I want to put them. I do have some ideas though, So I'm just gonna give you guys a little tour of the bookshelf real quick. So this top shelf, I decided to put all of my favorites. We have the Magnolia Park series with the little bee at the top. We have Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. Love those books so much. We have If He Had Been With Me and If Only I Had Told Her. I've only read If He Had Been With Me, but I'm pretty sure once I read this, it'll also be a favorite. We have Archer's Voice, we have By a Thread, and then we have The Housemaid. All of these books are my favorite, and I'm pretty sure, like I said, that one's gonna be a favorite. So those are gonna stay up there for as long as I see them fit because they haven't changed. They've always been my favorite books. And then here's the first start to our fantasy shelf. I decided to make 2 shelves for this because I have a lot of fantasy and I really want to get into fantasy more. So the first up we have the ACOTAR series, which I don't know how long this is gonna like work out because I still need the last book in the series, and it's like thicker. It's like these 2 books combined, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that when the time comes. Then we have Fourth Wing. I have this little plant that I just got from my grandma for Valentine's Day, and then I believe this is from Target, I believe. And then I have Powerless, the Shadow and Bone trilogy, and then the Six of Crows duology. Second shelf, we just have, these are just like kind of just like randomly put fantasies. It's not as put together as the shelf. I really like the shelf. This one's kind of just like the extras that I didn't want to put on this shelf. So we have Never by Jessa Hastings, Bride by Allie Hazelwood, which isn't, like I said, it's not a fantasy. It is a paranormal romance, but I feel like it just fit the vibe to be with these books. Then we have Heartless. We have Sanctuary of the Shadow, and I have it this way because I love the sprayed edges. We have A Curse for True Love, Heartless Hunter, Kingdom of the Feared. And then we have the first book of the Shatter Me series, which I still haven't read yet. And I'm planning on reading the whole series. So bookshelves are definitely going to get changed around once I get the whole series of this. Like, I'm going to have no choice. And then we have Daughter of the Moon Goddess and Heart of the Sun Warrior. And then I have like the little thing that I got off Shein. I don't know. I feel like it fits the vibes, as well as this little Cupid. Like I said, this is not a favorite shelf of mine. I believe these first 2 shelves are definitely like top tier, my favorite ones. And then we're gonna move down here. This is my first romance shelf. I have Flawless and Powerless and My Little Harry's House. We have the King of Sin series. We have just like a few books. I was trying to do them so like the spines would match. You'll see with this one in the next shelf. I just wanted the spines to match as best as they could to give it some type of like cohesiveness and some type of something to make it look better. So we have like Better Than Movies, 7 Year Slip, On Honeymooners Done and Dusted. We have more Anna Hung. We have the Twisted series, which is only the first 2 books in the series. And we have Love and Other Words with the little scooter. And then my second shelf, we just have like Things We Never Got Over, Travis, some Colleen Hoover. There's Colleen Hoover on the shelf. And I usually have my Colleen Hoover. It was like Colleen Hoover in like these books that were like down at the bottom. But since I moved stuff around, they didn't really have like a place to go. So we have like A Little Life, The Secret History, Normal People, which I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put these books probably over on this shelf because I have like a vision for something to go over there. And we have The Way I Used to Be, all that. We have The Fine Print, Book Lovers, When You're Mine, Check and Mate, Addicted to You, and trying to get like the spines to match as best as I could. And then we have Icebreaker. I was going to put it in this pile, but at the same time, I think this book is like longer than these, so I just put it over to the side. We have My Little Coffee and Donut. And the bottom shelf is actually another favorite of my shelves just because it looks very cohesive. This is my thriller and mystery shelf. So we have like Good Girls Guide to Murder trilogy. We have The Silent Patient, Rock, Paper, Scissors. This book that I actually got from, I got this from Barnes because they usually have stuff up at the register. They're like, oh, like get this and you like get like a book for like $5 or something like that. So I got this because I thought it was interesting. It's The Counselors. I haven't yet to read it. Okay, can we all just stay in our places for just 1 second? And then we have 2 Frida McFadden books. These are like the hardcover thrillers. I like to like keep the hardcovers together. I feel like they work best in the middle, as you saw with like my other shows. They work best like all together because putting them next to a paperback is just a lot. We have like The Writing Retreat, First Light Wins, The Fury. We have the Inheritance Games trilogy, and then just like a few extra thrillers. I actually got this one by mistake. This came from Barnes. When I ordered my Shadow and Bone trilogy, they did not give me one of the books that I wanted. They didn't give me The Six of Crows, and this is what they gave me instead. And I have no idea what this book is about or anything. So if you guys have read this book or have seen anything about it, please let me know because I just don't know if I'm gonna end up reading it or if I'm gonna unhaul it soon. But that's here. We have The Paris Apartment, Verity, my favorite Colleen Hoover book. By the way, this is like top tier, my favorite of hers. And then we have Not So Perfect Strangers as well. Moving over to this shelf, at the top, I just have like, don't mind the highlighters, they're gonna move. We have like a plant, a Sony Angel, like my hair, daily hair accessories, so that's gonna stay there. This first shelf is gonna stay the way I had it. So we have my planner, my reading journal, another Sony Angel, my TBR jar, little like thumb grip thingies. We have annotating things here, bookmarks there. This shelf is, there's nothing on it, and then this shelf just has my poetry books, which I'm planning on turning this into like a poetry memoir shelf, as well as like books like these, like A Little Life, The Secret History, Normal People, because I feel like they don't really have a set genre on the shelf. Like I feel like Normal People, it's supposed to be romance, I think. I'm not too sure. I just feel like these books just don't fit with like the romance shelf, so that's where they are. I'm planning on like putting them on this shelf with like some memoirs, because I want to start reading some memoirs and autobiographies and stuff like that, and more poetry, because I love poetry. So that's what these two shelves are going to be eventually when I get more books. So right now I'm just going to sit like, I don't know what I'm going to sit here, but it's not going to be not a lot of these type of books. I was using it as like a TBR thing. Sometimes I do use this shelf, like if I do like a TBR video, like TBR Jar Picks This, I'll put books that like I want to read on here, like how I did in my last video, and I just like choose from here with the TBR prompts. So this is just how this is gonna be, or if I do like a TBR video, it's gonna stay like that. Hello guys, I'm currently watching Steph's vlog. I actually already watched this one, but I love her vlogs, they're very calming. So she's playing in the background. So hi Steph. I wanted to go over a few things with reading. Like I have like a few reading updates for you guys, because a lot has happened with reading for me, and I've realized a lot of things, and I just wanted to share them with you because, you know, certified yapper here, talk nonstop. Um, so I just want to share a few things with you guys because backstory, I've tried to film 2 reading vlogs, 2. I was trying to film a reading for 24 hours, and that was just an absolute disaster. I didn't finish. I think I had like 12 hours left, and I was just like, yeah, no, like we're not doing that. And then I tried to film me reading every book in the Probable Meet Cute series for you guys to have for Valentine's Day, and yeah, like that didn't work out either, and I realized a lot of things when I was figuring this out. So I'm just gonna give you guys a rundown. First of all, I'm just gonna go over my current reads. So I'm currently reading Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, and then I'm also listening on Libby to I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy, because I've really been wanting to like try new genres, and I keep seeing her like book all over my For You page, even though it's been out for like a while now. So I'm listening to that, and I'm reading Yours Truly. So we have that. Those are my current reads. I changed my reading goal. So my reading goal, if you have me on either TikTok or Goodreads, my reading goal, I set it for 100 for this year, and I just changed it to 50. I realized when I was trying to film my reading vlogs that I'm not that fast of a reader, and I felt like I was trying to like push myself to like a point where like I knew I wouldn't be able to read probably that many books in a year. I mean, like I could. It's possible. Okay, lost my train of thought there. It's possible for me to do that, but I feel like to be realistic with myself, I should have like a lower reading goal and try to reach that. And if I go past that, like that's great. If I don't pass that, like it's fine. But I just wanted to give myself some time because I am not that fast of a reader. I realize I'm a very slow reader. Nothing wrong with that either. I just feel like I need to take my time and not try to rush through books to reach a certain goal or to keep up with like everybody else who's also reading and like reading this many books a month. Like I feel like for me, I should just go at my own pace and not try to overload myself with trying to read, because I love reading. I want it to be fun. I don't want it to feel like a chore or a job or anything like that. Like I just want to read. Sorry. I just want to read and not have to like try to worry about reaching a certain goal or reading every single last book on my TBR. Like, I just want to read and have fun reading. And so that's basically it. And in regards to that, my reading taste is changing. And I usually am just like a straight up romance girl. And I realized this. Actually, Steph helped me realize this. Because I was rewatching a few vlogs and I was like, oh my god, like she's kind of right. Like I usually like I only read romance. I know like with like my bookshelf store, like you saw like a lot of like different genres or like a few different genres. Usually I only read romance. I started out reading romance, but really I'm trying to get into fantasy because every time I see someone reading a fantasy book or talking about fantasy or talking about being in a different world, I'm like, I want to experience that. Like I'm having FOMO right now. Like, what do you mean you're like in a completely different world? Like it's different. And I also realized this when I read Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows because I feel like the higher the stakes in the romance, it just does something. I think that's why I rated those books so highly and I think of them so highly and I think of them all the time because they are like my favorite books ever. Yeah, I just want to try to read more fantasies. I want to read more memoirs. I want to read more you guys know what I'm trying to say. And I also want to read more poetry because I love poetry. I have a few poetry books, but I feel like I don't read them as much because I'm too focused on worrying about reading like what's on BookTok and what's on BookTube. And I feel like I should just read what I want to read. Like I don't know how else to like say anything else about it. I feel like I had a plan to come on here and say like so much stuff and it just like didn't work out. Okay, I was about to say what is going on. Yeah, so that's that. I want you guys, I want to start a book club. If I'm looking, I have like all of like my notes on here. I want to start a book club, you guys. Would you guys be interested in being in a book club? I'm looking of starting one. I'm thinking of starting one on Fable. I already have like Fable downloaded and I have an account, but I haven't made or created a actual book club. I'm gonna be talking about this on my TikTok as well because I really want to start a book club. I want to talk more in depth about books with more people, and I feel like starting a book club is like the perfect way to do that. Like we'd have, I really don't know how Fable works that well. I'm trying to learn more about it currently before I start the book club, but I know like we're gonna have like a monthly book and things like that. Like it's gonna be really fun. Once I figure more out about it, I'll let you guys know. But I'll probably post more on my TikTok. So if you just go over to my TikTok, I'll like put it on the screen for you if you wanna have fun over there. Follow me. Yeah, so I plan on doing that. And then also speaking of my TikTok, my BookTok is gonna be changing. I used to do like get ready with me's on there. I end up taking all those down. I just don't want any like get ready with me on there right now. I just want it to be mainly like book content because that's like my niche, is what I'm going for. So I plan on doing that. I plan on posting book related videos, more like talking videos. I realized when I first started doing like videos on books, it was mainly like audios, but I like speaking about books more than I realized. Now that I realized once did I think I did like my January wrap up on there, and I really love doing that and just like talking, and I don't know. I plan on doing more videos like that. That's all that I had to say to you guys. I'm gonna read for a little bit and then I'm probably gonna get something to eat because I haven't ate today. I just had an iced coffee and it was so good. So I think I'm gonna get something to eat, watch Steph's vlog, and then read some more of this book. Oh, speaking of this book, I actually want to talk to you guys about Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I want to talk to you guys about Abby Jimenez specifically. I read The Improbable Miku. Like I said, I was trying to do that for like a reading vlog. And I read With Any Luck, and I read The Section to the Rule by Christina Lauren. I read Worst Wingman Ever by Abby Jimenez, and then I read With Any Luck by Ashley Poston. And oh my god, let me just tell you guys, that was my first like Ashley Poston book that I read. I do have the 7 Year Slip on my bookshelf, but I haven't read it yet. And then Abby Jimenez, Worst Wingman Ever. Let me tell you guys something. I've heard so much about Abby Jimenez, so that's why I read it, because I was like, I hear so much about her. Like, everyone says like she's such like a good like author. She's amazing. I love that story. It was so cute with like notes on like the car and everything. It was just so good, well written. And if I could get a romance, like a longer romance of Holly and I don't remember the guy's name, if I can get a longer romance of them, I would probably die. I'd probably die. I thought it was so cute. And let me say guys about my, okay, I know I'm supposed to be talking about Abby Jimenez, like I said, certified yapper. And I'm all over the place. We're gonna talk about the exception to the rule. The exception to the rule was so good. I rated that book a 5 stars. 5 stars. 5 stars. I'm sorry. It's still so crazy to me because it's such like a short story, and I wasn't planning on rating it 5 stars, but I love that book to the T. And I feel like everyone should read it. I believe this book came out in January, so probably like good enough people probably read it. Exception to the Rule is probably like the best book ever. I saw one of my mutuals on TikTok talking about like, because she read every book in the series, she's talking about it, and she gave the Exception to the Rule like the top ranked book because she read all of them and like she ranked them and everything. And I commented on there, I was like, the Exception to the Rule is so good. Like, she ate that up. Like, absolutely ate it up. So if you guys want to read anything, I say read that. I don't know why in my head though, when I was picturing like the male main character, I was picturing the guy from Saltburn. Mind you, I haven't even watched Saltburn. I'm gonna tell you guys who I was picturing, because it's not Jacob. It's not Jacob Lordy. It's Barry. Barry. I don't know why I pictured him. Just a little bit taller though. A little bit, just a tad bit different. But I pictured him as Callum. I don't know why. I just feel like it just matched up. Anyways, that's that. I want to tell you guys about Abby Jimenez. I loved her book, The Worst Woman Ever. I felt like it was so good. I love the writing style. I haven't found like a romance that I really like the writing style of in like a long time besides like Lucy Score. Abby Jimenez, favorite new author currently. That's why I'm reading yours truly. And I have seen so many things about this. I know it's part of the Part of Your World series, or trilogy or whatever it is. But they said you can read this as a standalone, so that's what I'm doing. And I love Jacob. Jacob is just like me. I never connected so much with a female main character and a male main character. Probably not so much a female main character on like certain levels, but like I connect with Jacob so well. Like I know exactly how he's feeling. So like when things are getting described about how he's feeling, I'm like, oh my God. I get that. Like I understand that so well. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna go find something to eat and watch this vlog, like I said, and read a little bit. So let's go find something to eat. I don't know what we have, and I'm hungry, so let's go see. Okay guys, so I just read for a little bit. I'm getting ready to edit the video that you're actually watching right now because I want to have it up tomorrow, which would be Thursday if you're watching, so Thursday, hi. I just want to show you guys something really quickly. Every time I read, I have to put this channel on YouTube on now, because when I was reading Lucas Files, it really helped me like push through and get through it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because the music is just very relaxing or like the scenery or anything, but I absolutely love this channel. It's called Coffee and Jazz Music on YouTube. And basically, it's like animated, like little like places that you can, it's just like music, like relaxing music. They have like, they're just a nice ambiance. I really don't know how else to like tell you guys what it is. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you guys can see. So I'm showing you on my TV. It's basically like, it's like a virtual like little like coffee shops, and like some of them look like little homes, and they just play jazz music, and they go on for hours. Usually like I don't play it for that long because I wouldn't have this on for 11 hours, but they're so relaxing and so calming. I love to put those on now when I read my books. I feel like they're just very relaxing, and they help me push through my books faster, because I feel like it takes me longer to read my book sometimes. And whenever I'm like, wow, like this is like taking forever, like I wish I could just get this book out the way, like I feel like I've been reading it forever, I turn that on and it helps me push through the book, and I get all my books finished so much faster because I watch that. And I don't know if it's just like me and like a mentality thing, I don't know. That's that little channel with me reading my books is my new like hyperfixation with reading. So yeah, I'm gonna go start editing this video and I'll come back to you guys later. Okay, you guys, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I'm just gonna be editing for the rest of the night just so I can finish this and get the video uploaded so it can be up in time for tomorrow. I had a lot of fun filming today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you did, please let me know below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for spending the day with me. I had so much fun. I got a lot of things done I wanted to do today. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye. Mwah.